In part 3 of this introduction to state and local government and politics, we discuss sustainable and resilient state and local communities. The 4 core dimensions of sustainable communities include: first, social objectives, systematic investment in human capital, featuring lifelong education promoting environmental sensitivity and adaptability to change, and social capital, enabling the widespread co-production of public goods through both coordinated individual action and enhancing the capacity for effective collective action in behalf of environmental protection. Second, economic objectives through public law and policy and through public-private partnerships bring about a shift towards sustainable economics featuring equitable and competitive arrangements in the marketplace supplying high-quality, reasonable cost goods and services produced with minimum damage to the environment. Third, environmental objectives, protection of the global ecosystem, enhancement of local biodiversity, protection of endangered species, and systematic preservation of natural areas from harm resulting from unsustainable economic exploitation or unwise uses. And fourth, institutional objectives, structural change to promote greater population density as opposed to urban sprawl, promote greater social equity among economic classes and racial and ethnic groups, promote greater attention to intergenerational justice, promote global justice, and enhance mechanisms for civic engagement at the local government level. Understanding state and local government sustainability issues and the ability of the state and local governments to adapt to change, that is, display adaptive capacity or resilience, means understanding the dynamics of the key sociocultural, bioecological, and governance systems within which the American states and their respective communities operate. For example, rural communities are particularly vulnerable to developments such as climate change because their internal capacity and infrastructure available to deal with large-scale change is generally quite limited. General determinants of adaptive capacity in sustainable communities can also include the following considerations: improved access to resources, reduction of poverty, lowering of inequities in resources and wealth among groups, improved education and information, improved infrastructure, diminished intergenerational inequities, respect for accumulated local experience, assurance that responses are comprehensive and integrative, not just technical, active participation by concerned parties, especially to ensure that actions match local needs and resources, and improve institutional capacity and efficiency. Institutional resiliency, or the ability for local government and community-based institutions to withstand or react to major stressors, is affected by institutional legitimacy, how well they maintain institutional capital, and whether their agenda is in line with risks. The presence of established and effective governmental and community-based institutions increases adaptive capacity as these institutions facilitate management and help community stakeholders deal with various potential risks to sustainability, for example, economic transformation and climate change. In this course, modules 2 to 4 focus on the diversity of state and local governments in our federal system. Module 2, the rapid proliferation of diversity of sustainability promoting practices and policies in state and local governments. Module 3, followed by a discussion of the various actors affecting state and local policy processes, which is set forth in Module 4. Modules 5 through 9 focus on the framework and principal institutions of state and local government, what we call linkage mechanisms. A central theme in each of these modules is how the institutions and their associated governmental processes affect all our lives in many ways, only some of which we are typically aware. In addition, we will identify where students can access these processes and or learn more about the topics at hand. The final modules, 10 through 12, will focus on important policy developments in state and local government, including the expansion of social programs, changes in education policy, developments in criminal justice, the courts, police, and corrections, and trends in taxes and governmental expenditures. The course is intended to promote thoughtful, lifelong, engaged citizenship with state and local governance.